Cricket, let's talk about this. Here when we thought that Pac-12 was done, dead, and no, it was just going to disappear, I guess, just disappear into the ether. But it seems like from this lawsuit, the Pac-12 is going to try to stick around instead of Oregon State and Washington State joining like the Mountain West. They're just going to start picking and choosing and pulling people into the Pac-12 and keeping the Pac-12 alive, baby. That's what I like to see. My Cougs are defending Pac-2 champs, right? So I like our odds next season. But
you did beat the other team that got left.
OSU WSU asked court to strip all departing Pac-12 schools of board seats. This would be great to talk to Robert about to see if this is like anything interesting. From what I read through this, is it says in the latest filings in the Oregon State Washington State lawsuit against the Pac-12 and commissioner, the two schools introduced several exhibits obtained during discovery that established the conference removed UCLA, USC, and Colorado from its board after the schools announced they were leaving for Big 10 and Big 12. So what they're saying is when those teams right there left, they automatically lost. Once they announced that they were moving to a different conference, they lost a board seat. So what they're trying to do now is like, hey, those schools left and they lost a board seat. Well, we want the remaining schools, since there's just two of us now, all the other schools should lose a board seat right now too, because they don't want these teams making decisions for the Pac-12, these schools that aren't going to be a part of the Pac-12 next season, which is kind of common sense. So I don't know what the hell we're fighting about. That's why I said it'd be great to get Robert's take on this.
Why is this a thing? Once you're gone, you're gone. They're not letting Texas and Oklahoma keep board seats in the Big 12 when they move to the SEC next year. Well, why is this even a thing?
It's not even next year. It's just like they're saying they should be removed right now because they're already going to be gone.
As soon as you announced me you were leaving, I'd be like, bye. You don't have any more decisions to make for our conference. You're gone. You're going to play this one out. We'll tell you what to do for this year, and you're gone.
We'll cut you your check for the season. Here you go.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, but when you make the decision to move, that's on you, man. You don't get any say-so in what's happening there anymore.
So what's this say? OSU and WSU had concerns that if a board meeting were held and included the 10 departing schools, those schools could force a vote to take action detrimental to the future of the conference. No shit. No shit.
They've already
for
done
preliminary injunction is set for November 14th, at which point the court will likely determine who has voting rights on the Pac-12 board. Probably the two teams that are still there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. They've already done something detrimental to the conference. They're all leaving.
Yeah, and what more do they have to vote on this year? You know what I mean? Like what season's almost I guess the football season's done. It's like what more do they need to vote on for this season?
Yeah, has none of this already, all the things that should be voted on this year, those should have been voted on in June.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, the two schools that I've argued from the beginning that as soon as the departing schools announced they were joining the conference, they no longer had the right to make the decision about the future of the conference. This feels like common sense. Why do we got to go to court over this shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we wasting this money? They're going to spend millions of dollars on legal fees and all this stuff, tie up all this time and things for something that don't matter. It don't matter.
Here's the other thing. Why do the schools leaving why do they care?
Yeah, why do you want anything to do with it? You're supposed to get a board seat in the Big 10 and in the Pac-12?
It probably comes down to, like most things, comes down to money.
It does. That's absolutely what it is.
There's something about money here.
You got to say so. That's exactly what it is. It's probably a $25 million difference or something.
Money and power. That's probably what it goes down to.
Yeah, well, if you wanted power, you should have hung out in your conference. Not going to the other ones that have been established for 100+ years with all these other schools. I don't think the Pac-12 is going anywhere, man. I think they're going to be able to save it. I really do.
I do too. As long as we got my Cougs.
You may be the Pac-10 again, but you got to get to 12, and that is, if that's still the rule, you got to get to 12 teams to have a conference championship. That's why the Big 10 and the Big 12 and all those used to be 10-team conferences, and now you went up to 12, and that's what allowed you to start having a conference championship. That's why the SEC was one of the first to do it. So you got to get to at least 12, but I think you can do that with those schools out there.
Let me catch up on the chat. Patriot 4165 goes, just don't have a meeting. Duh.
Yeah, there's no meeting. You should be Washington State's president should call Oregon State's president. There's the meeting. That's all you need.
Super James says paying huge bucks is paying for his ceiling. They never outperform big contracts. See Pujols and Anaheim. Yep, that's back on the Deshaun Watson stuff. Healthport says bruised cervix, hilarious. Pissant says got a free bet from Caesars and hit a 4-leg parlay on both over and points. $10 free bet for 122. We're going to
Let's
Applebee's,
go.
baby.
Oreo shake, baby.
Piss
This
ant.
motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
Love it, baby. I love it. I love it.
But let's,
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
I had to play that for him.
No,
I had
you're
to play
good.
that
You're
one for him. And then we got Super James says, when I turned in my notice, I didn't even get to attend my 5-minute birthday party.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, what job in the world lets you be like, hey, turn in your 2 weeks notice and let you keep your seat on the board? What job in America does that?
Or it's like, hey, I'm going to leave for this other job, but until then, I want you to just keep paying me.
Yeah. Or I'd like to make all the big decisions for the
Yeah.
company before I go to this new job. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, who's some teams? Let's talk about that, man. Who's some teams you could add to that Pac-12? I think you got to look at Fresno State. You look at a team like San Diego State, obviously Boise State. They screwed up, man. They already let BYU get to the Big 12. BYU's already joined the Big 12. That would have been a good one to snag
What about
up.
UNLV? UNLV?
I think you could do that. They're having a good year, man. They got a big game this weekend. That's
San
another
Jose?
one. You could look San Jose State. Maybe. I mean,
Fresno?
we could probably. I think Fresno for sure. I think you for sure got to put Fresno in there. Washington State don't want to see that. Last time y'all played them, it was bad.
Hey, we don't talk about that, all right?
That's fair. That's fair.
What about I was trying to think of maybe like, would you add? I think the schools are too small though, like Eastern Washington and Montana.
Too small, I think, man. Great FCS schools. I mean,
Every time we play them, we whoop their ass.
Yeah, they're
and we're not, even when we're not good.
The Eastern Washington, man, that's the fighting Cooper Cups, man.
Mm-hmm.
Old Redfields up there. I like that.
Yeah,
Redfield,
they're just right down the road from me.
I bet that is. I didn't even think about that, man. That is right down the road from you. That's crazy. Yeah, put Eastern Washington and Boise State in the same conference. You got that bright ass blue field and that bright ass red field. I keep waiting for Oregon to make theirs like that highlighter yellow. You have to wear sunglasses to go to a night game.
So annoying. Who else is there? Portland
Utah
State's too
State,
small.
maybe?
It sucks. Utah State, maybe. Yeah. Colorado State.
Yeah, Colorado, I guess. I mean, we're really kind of reaching.
Well,
it's not going to be a great conference for your Cougs, man, and the Beavers. I feel like they're heavy favorites every year.